Hi. All right, you guys, I'm Cassie Carey from the Carey Collective. I'm your relocation specialist right here in Northern Virginia. I focus on Vienna, Virginia, or RHOV, if you will, Reston, Herndon, Oakton, Vienna, Real Housewives of Virginia. So I'm popping on today to talk to you about a story from one of my most recent clients. We recently had a closing, and this particular client, her strategy was to call the listing agent in every house that she was interested in. So this wasn't just like one house, right? There were multiple agents, multiple homes that she was interested in. And so she was reaching out to all these different agents, and she happened to stumble on another agent in my brokerage's listing. That agent doesn't live in Vienna, so she connected me with her and was like, hey, can you take care of her? Can you help her? And so what did I do? I jumped on the phone with her and we went through the buying process. And what I realized throughout this call was that she felt she could get a deal if she went with the listing agent. And I get that. A lot of people do not see the value of a real estate agent, but I am here to tell you that that is wrong. When you have a really good real estate agent, they do more than open doors. They're here to advise you. They're here to help you, and it is their fiduciary responsibility to promote your best interests. So what does this look like in a transaction? Well, 1, negotiating the best price and terms. 2, helping negotiate different home inspection contingency requirements, things that you might be interested in, or credits. You might have wood-destroying insect issues coming up. You need to have someone who's there to promote your best interests, and that isn't always the listing agent. Now, in Virginia, you can do dual agency, and what dual agency is when one agent represents the buyer and the seller. At the Carey Collective, we don't do that. We do not believe that you can promote two parties' best interest in one transaction. It's just our philosophy. That's what we think, and other agents believe differently, and that's fine. Everyone gets to run their business differently. But what I was realizing as we kept going through the transaction, she really did have this fence up, this barrier up, because she was worried that her best interests weren't going to be met. When she was up to the home inspection point of the contract, I was giving her different recommendations of companies, but she was worried that maybe I would get a kickback from these companies, or they wouldn't have her best interests and they would just be pushing through to get the deal closed. And so she chose her own inspector. Totally cool. You're the boss in the contract. That's what you get to do. But then it kept coming up and coming up and coming up. And we had this conversation, and I was like, I represent you. I represent your best interests. This is my job. I take it so seriously because really I want you to tell every human being you've ever met about me so I can help their buy and sell here in Northern Virginia. But we have a signed contract that it is my fiduciary responsibility to promote your best interests. And as the transaction went on and as we went to closing, there were things that came up, and it was so refreshing because I knew by the end that I had her full trust. She knew I was promoting what was best for her. She knew I was a resource. I was giving her contacts for people for things, upgrades, renovations, issues, everything, so that she could reach out and hire the right person for the job. But most importantly, it took that stress off of her. It is not easy to buy a home. It is stressful. It's the people's biggest investment that they ever make in their life. And so we really built this relationship, this rapport, for her to understand that I am here to help her. I am here to make her life easier. And I am here to make sure that the process is as enjoyable and fun as humanly possible. So we don't just open doors here at the Carey Collectives. We really do partner with you and build this lifetime of home ownership, this lifetime friendship, so that we can support you throughout home ownership. We want to support your wealth through real estate, and that starts with signing our buyer agent agreement. It starts from day one, and we don't give up. So if you're out there clicking on Zillow, searching on Redfin, if you are maybe just texting listing agents to try to get a deal, I just want you to ask yourself, do they have my best interests? And subsequently, are they really looking out for me? Is a deal on my biggest home purchase really what's most important? Let me know in the comments. What do you think? Did your agent take care of you? Are you looking for someone to represent you and represent your best interest for the lifetime of home ownership? Or do you just want a deal? Comment below, follow along, and we would love to help you with your buy or sale in Northern Virginia.